Hello and welcome to Until I Die. If you don't know what Until I Die is, it's basically a series where I play a game until I die. It may last an hour or it may last a few seconds. This time it's Skylanders Trap Team on Nightmare difficulty. This could only go well. So for Until I Die, how it works is basically I'm not really going to be watching many cutscenes. It's basically playing through it roughly as quickly as I can, but also being cautious and trying to get through as much as possible with one life. Now, for Skylanders, technically you could have infinite lives, because once a Skylander dies or gets close to death, you can move on to the next. How this is going to work, I have two Skylanders. Smolder Dash from Skylander Swap Force, Snapshot, a Trap Master from Skylanders Trap Team, and obviously a villain, as you've seen. Now, if any one of these three dies, game over. So if one of them is close to dying, I need to switch, because obviously that will mean I automatically lose. So this could be very, very short, depending on how powerful things are. Now, I haven't practiced. Just so you know, it's not like I've practiced doing this over and over and over again to get good at Nightmare mode. This is actually my first time playing Nightmare mode. I have speedrun the game, which is why I know where I'm going. And some cutscenes can't actually be skipped, so that's a thing. But if you want to see the cutscenes and you want me to go in depth with the game and actually collect everything, then there is a Let's Play that I've done on my channel that you can watch. But for now, this is me trying to get as far as I can without dying. Since I have the world record for speedrunning this game, I at least know what I'm doing. That said, nothing can really prepare me for how difficult the enemies are going to be. I'm unsure. I have literally no idea how much damage this enemy is going to do to me. It might be 100, it might be 400. I don't really know.
Sheep creep.
So I have to be careful. My plan is to try and not get hit much. Good plan for the most part. Not entirely easy all the time, but there we go. That went well.
Sheep creep defeated.
Excellent. Not planning on catching you. How the villains work, if you don't know. I've got a villain inside the Traptanium crystal, and they technically don't die, they run out of energy. So let me just switch to the villain quickly. See, the purple meter down there is slowly going down. The more I get hit, the faster it goes down. The more I use attacks, the faster it goes down as well. If that reaches the point where it's timed out and I'm forced to switch, then game over. I automatically lose. If any of my Skylanders die, game over. So naturally, it would be a good idea to simply switch to the villain if I'm about to die, because the villain is obviously a way I can survive. I also have another idea that I'm going to implement. If I'm very close to dying and I don't have time to switch to my Skylander quickly, I'm going to pause the game and switch Skylanders within the pause menu, because that way they will change instantly as soon as I get out. So I have thought about this a little bit, like different, not cheating, just different ways I can, well, not cheat death, just prolong it. I have considered my options. By the way, if you want to speedrun this game, this is by far the best villain for the job. As you can see, I can attack things before they even get close to me. Okay, that is all I thought it was. I couldn't quite remember if that was the final one or not. He basically tells you about the Traptanium, the Trap Master gates and whatnot.
How did I get here without you seeing me walk past? Exactly. Secret Ninja Commando skill.
I love that line.
If you want to get through this, you'll need to tag in with a trap master of the tech.
Okay, that's not nearly as much damage as I thought it would be, honestly. Okay, that is a fair amount, but in comparison to what it could be, that's really not that bad. I can deal with that. That's doable. That's manageable.
His name's the Gulper. And strange thing is, he's supposed to be locked up in Cloud Cracker Prison too. Something very peculiar going on here, and I suggest we get to the bottom of it. Pronto!
The Gulper.
I apologize for cutting out that cutscene, but it's prone to copyright, so I don't want
Just
to
another
put it in.
thought. If it's soda that Gulper wants, it's soda he's not gonna get. So, all you need to do is bounce on over to that next building and destroy the soda vat before he can drink it. That ought to hold him for a bit.
Yeah, that cutscene causes a lot of copyright, so I decided to cut it out. I apologize for that. But again, if you want to watch, it's in my Let's Play. If you want to watch my Let's Play, then you know you can see it there. So this should be a very interesting, playthrough of the game. Purely because I'm really not sure how long I'll last, because the game, I don't know how challenging it's going to be in nightmare mode. I did swap force and I lasted a fair amount of time. I think I lasted a level and a half, which wasn't too bad. Although I think I was using fairly weak Skylanders. This time I'm using significantly stronger Skylanders. But I have been told by developers at Activision that this is the hardest nightmare mode they've made. So I could die. Oh, and for those who are interested, I have the world record for speedrunning this game on easy difficulty, because obviously it's faster, you kill things quicker. And it's 3 hours, 45 minutes, and 24 seconds as of right now. I know for a fact that it can be improved by at least 5 minutes at a minimum. I imagine sub 3:30 is doable. It's just I've got to figure out different strategies to go faster and kill things quicker and whatnot. But the idea for speedrunning it is you want to have one Skylander and one villain and never switch. At least never switch out Skylanders, because it wastes too much time, and that's the idea you want to have. Also, I will show you a speedrunning tactic that I discovered. It automatically captures a water trap if you have a water trap in there, such as the Gulper. It pretty much forces you to capture it. So I have a water trap in there right now, which has threat pack, and when it gets to the point where I'm about to capture this guy, initiate cutscene. Wait for it.
The Gulper defeated.
Cutscene initiates. Take it out. Done. Quickest way you can do it. Because it takes a few seconds to actually allow you to skip the don't say yes to trapping him scene. And it also, if you do trap him, it takes way too long because of the voice clips. So, yeah, obviously you spend about 5 or so seconds here, 5 to 10 seconds watching this, but in comparison to like the 20 or so seconds you'd have to go through, pretty good. Now first we talk to Persephone. Sadly we don't actually get to talk to her for very long. Disappoints me greatly, it really does. But yeah, as you can see, the first few levels when it comes to speedrunning, pretty quick. Like the first 2 levels are about, I think, 8 minutes or so long. They're pretty short. But the rest of the levels are about 13 to 15 minutes. Although the final chapter is 20, which I will not spoil for you if you have not seen it. And you don't want to know. If you do want to know, let's play. I have one. But yeah. So,
First order of business? How about we unlock that door?
yeah, the reason, I feel like I should explain, the reason I'm using Smolder Dash, it has a good balance of both power and speed. When she's charged up, you can charge, and obviously it's very powerful. It's very fast, but she has a lot of power within her, so it's really good for that as well. So I should also mention that falling down a cliff doesn't actually kill you. It just lowers the amount of health you get, your health a little bit. So that won't be a problem. Oh my god, the enemies have so much health. There is one bit in particular I am genuinely worried about, and it's next chapter. I am genuinely worried about Chompy Mage.
Neither are we.
I have no idea how difficult Chompy Mage is going to be.
Come in handy.
I don't expect me to go past chapter 3, to be honest. I expect I'll slip up somewhere. I'm fully expecting that. I mean, I might not, but I'm expecting it, to be honest.
Uh-oh.
But I don't think this chapter won't be a problem for me. I'll be able to clear this fairly easily.
You're doing it!
He's very easily pleased, isn't he? Like, yeah, you're doing it.
Now we can run.
Whee.
So I think we're gonna need another boulder.
More health. There's not actually that much health in the game. The game doesn't really give you that much, to be honest. Which isn't a bad. Hold it. Hold it.
Beware the flare.
I was worried about that. I didn't know how much damage he was going to do to me. Turns out none. So,
Here we go again.
that was nice. Sort of.
Wowie, wow.
Believe it or not, this chapter's nearly done already.
Padre, just
Did I mention I'm good?
nice. Oh yeah.
3 enemies, then done.
Take that, you flying troll freak.
And then you go in
Playing
here.
is the game.
Now we got the next villain. Go into water.
Slobber trap.
You fell right into my trap. Huh?
Oh, it's so weird having them not die in one hit. It's very weird. I'm so used to it. But that's alright. I've got to be very wary of his time. Because I don't know if it goes down quicker or not. It might do though. That's something I need to consider. Right, if I'm lucky, I'll kill you before it runs out. You do not lose health quickly. You have a lot of health. Okay, gotta switch out. I want to check something. I'm just intrigued. Oh Christ, oh Christ, oh Christ. I didn't realise how much damage that was going to do. Please switch, please switch, please switch, please switch. It does. Okay, I was just intrigued. Will it restore it completely by taking it out? It totally does.
Slobber trap defeated.
Is it too late to say I'm
Yeah, I was intrigued. I was gonna say, does yeah, does taking the water trap out? I stupidly shouldn't have tested it there, but does taking the water trap out restore all the energy? And it does.
looks like they're bringing out the big gun.
Interesting. I genuinely didn't know that. That's really interesting. Both on speedrunning standpoint and
The harder they get,
that actually, like, losing 5 seconds is a huge difference when that villain like does the amount of damage it does.
incoming.
It's really interesting.
Kaboom!
But yeah, that's that chapter done.
Excellent.
I nearly died. Totally nearly died. But hey, you know, 2 chapters down. And now we get to the hard chapter, the one I'm genuinely worried about. Because Chompy Mage is a not a particularly really long boss fight, but long enough to make me a little bit worried. And from what I understand, the boss is actually, well, apart from obviously taking a lot more, being able to take more damage, which will be a huge problem because I know Chompy Mage does last a while. On top of that, the fact that,
Okay, let's show.
yeah, the fact that I believe it has more attacks in Nightmare mode. Like, it does more damage, has more health, genuinely does more attacks. So, the shock waves it produces, they'll probably be more frequent. I'm worried about that. I am really worried about that. With good reason. Because that could very easily kill me. I wouldn't put it past it.